in the last episode, we started discussing the legacy of a parent. And listen to me, you are going to leave an imprint in the life of your children, whether you are aware of it or not. When you are gone, the brief period that they stay with you in their tender days will matter so very much. I'm asking you today, be careful the legacy you are dropping with them, because God has entrusted you with these lives and with these destinies. If you're a teacher, you're having a legacy with the students in your class. If you're a pastor, you're having a legacy with the young believers who are coming in there and they're being impacted by the life you model and by the messages we preach. Anywhere you are, a manager in the office, you're leaving a legacy on the lives of people. Now, I'm concentrating on parents, but it can go in any direction. What legacy are you leaving? And we say that every parent, every patriarch has three responsibilities to his children, to his seed. The first one is to teach them. God said about Abraham in Genesis 18 verse 19, he said, I know him, that he will teach his children after him. Does God know you to be somebody that will teach your children? Second thing is to bless them. In Genesis 49 verse 26, Jacob called for his children and said, come, I want to bless you. And he blessed them. And he testified actually that the blessing of his fathers have subdued every other thing around him. So it's important to bless your children. The third is to leave them an inheritance. A good man leaves an inheritance for his children and his grandchildren. But now, in the last episode, we looked at how to fulfill these three things. We said, number one, train them by the lifestyle you model. Show them by your modeling. Are you modeling aggression? Are you modeling infidelity? Are you modeling corruption? But you can model faith in God. You can model godly character. You can model a prayer life. You can model generosity. You can model respect for your spouse. You can model commitment in church. What are you modeling? Now let's get to the second thing. Bless them by the Spirit you impart. Bless them by the Spirit you impart. Listen, parents are priests. Father is a high priest. The mother, we may call her a priest also in the house, whichever way. But if you're a single parent house, the mother is the high priest there. Now, the blessing of God is a spiritual force. And God has empowered us to be the primary releasers of that blessing on our children. Remember the story of Esau and Jacob? The father said concerning them, he said, just come around. I'm going to speak over you. I'm going to bless you. Well, they came. And the father said, okay, give me venison, give me food. I will bless you. Well, Esau was the one he wanted to bless, but Esau couldn't come back early with the food for the blessing. Jacob came in and took the blessing. Now, when Jacob took the blessing, the father blessed him. Esau got annoyed and threatened to kill Jacob. Jacob ran away and was in exile for 20 years. By the time Jacob ran away, the father had left everything in the hand of Esau. The father died, leaving his wealth, leaving his business, leaving everything, his house, his property, his land, in the hand of Esau. Esau got property, but Jacob, by the blessing, took prosperity. There's a difference between prosperity and property. Please listen to me. Your children can have your property, but they may not have your prosperity. Be very careful. Be very, very, very careful. How do you give them prosperity? By impartation. And impartation begins at birth. It begins at birth. It begins at birth. Pastor, what do you mean by impartation begins at birth? The Bible says that everything reproduces after its own kind. A cursed parent will produce cursed children. A blessed parent will produce blessed children. Good or bad, everything reproduces after its own kind. That's a basic law of life. So what are you giving to them? What are you imparting them? Please be sure that there's no curse operating in your life. Impartation follows the altars we raise also. Good or bad, if you raise negative altars by worshiping idols, by living an evil lifestyle, by practicing wickedness, that will become the inheritance of your children. Listen to me, child of God, and listen wherever you are out there. The gods you serve, the prayers you prayed, the seeds you sowed, the commitment you gave in the house of God is coming right to your children. In Exodus 21:4, God says, I don't have any other God beside me. Don't make any idol, because I'm a jealous God. I'll visit the iniquity of the fathers unto their children and to their the next generation. In Hebrews chapter 7, the Bible said that when Abraham paid the tithe to Melchizedek, Levi that has not been born, Levi whose father has not been born, Levi whose grandfather has not been born, paid a tithe in Abraham. So please, you may not understand that the children you are going to give birth to as a young man now are enjoying you right now. You may not understand that what you are doing now is going to affect them. But please be very, 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 very careful. And again, impartation is sealed by prophetic laying on of hands. And I'm going to ask you today, as a parent, how many times do you call your children before they go to school, when they come back from school, when they are sleeping, when you come back from church, and lay hands on them and begin to speak into their lives? That's what Jacob did. Abraham blessed Isaac. Isaac blessed Jacob. Jacob blessed his children, and George is blessing his own children. Are you speaking over them? Speak life, speak favor, speak grace, speak increase, speak a future and a hope. Call the things that be not as though they are. You have created a future for them. Just like I said the last time, slow down, get involved with them. Again, draw near to them. Please get involved in their lives and be real to them. God bless you.